Good evening. How's everybody doing? It is a great day today in the Hartford insurance capital of the world, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, because today Travelers laid off 400 employees. 400 employees. And our executive producer, John Hollis, was one of those employees. And John, how you doing?
Not too bad.
Yeah, it is a black day in Hartford today, ladies and gentlemen. You know, and it's made me think about my career, because I've decided on a career just yesterday, a career where I can use my integrity, a career where I can use my honesty, my compassion for my fellow human being. That's right, I've decided to become a boxing promoter. Yes. The undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Michael Tyson, has said there's only one challenger that can go the distance with him. And that's why next fall, I thought I taught a pretty word. I did see a pretty word. Next fall.
Did you want this, John?
Next fall, Michael Tyson will fight his mother-in-law in a 15-round championship bout. Did anybody read?
I don't think I saw it.
Did anybody read where the DOT employees cut down 19 acres of the wrong land by Brainerd Airport? Anybody read that? Now, the thing about this that intrigues me is the fact that there was a messenger sent to stop them, but it seems that he's got lost in the I-84-91 interchange. You know, John, I think we're just one word. That joke was one word away from being funny. Now,
well, I think it's more than one word.
If we can find what that word is.
I think what it might, I know what it is. Wait, don't go, wait a minute. So let me just come over here. Something I wanted to talk to you about. I think maybe it's...
What is it, John? John, what is that?
It's kind of gamey.
No, well,
what? I forgot what I was going to... your suit.
My suit?
You don't have a suit. Oh, you're all right. I'm sorry, I'll just go back over here. No,
what is it?
Your sport coat, I think.
What's wrong with my sport coat? This is my lucky sport coat.
Yeah,
this is my summer sport
coat. You've been wearing it like the last 25 shows.
What are you talking about? I never wear this.
It's getting kind of gamey. It's kind of
like the mic.
Like the mic. The smell is actually the same.
What are you talking about?
Actually, I like the smell.
What are you talking
about? I like your coat, John. I want you. I think have Edgar. Edgar is going to show you a little footage we have of your sport coat.
What is he talking about?
Edgar, we're going to roll that, Edgar.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the greatest show on earth. Excuse me, I got a flashback. Should there be some separate entity to investigate the paper himself, since it's now big business with Times Mirror buying it? And should there be someone to keep it in check? Welcome to the show. 20th anniversary tonight. By that I mean 20 shows, ladies and gentlemen. 20 shows tonight. Enough.
It seems like much more.
Yeah.
Seems like we've been working years at this.
Well, someday. We're going to show you some of our blessed clips tonight, and we're going to start off with what?
They're pretty much blessed.
What's the first one we're going to start with?
Oh, it's the one with Nikki Levine.
Nikki Levine, our investigator. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Our executive producer, John Hollis. Do you design other things besides dresses? How you doing? How you doing, John?
Good.
Good to hear it.
Yeah. So you see what I mean?
Yeah, I think I see. I never realized. You know, it's friends like you that point things out.
Right. It's a dirty job, but you know, I figured I had to do it. It's kind of gamey.
Well, look, I think maybe I'll give it a break and we'll go on with the show.
Yeah. You don't see me wearing the same stuff over and over again.
No, I don't. And I appreciate you pointing that out to me because it helps a lot.
So I don't think it's the one word.
It's not
the one word. It's not.
Well, anyway, stay with us. We have actors. We have Emma Palzere with us today, right? Yeah. And stay with us with Downtown. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Irv Goldfarb, on loan from WHCT in Hartford to Downtown with John Mason here at Cable Access. It was called the case of Baby M, the court battle between the natural father and the surrogate mother that would change the course of surrogatehood forever. But before the Baby M and hundreds of Baby M's that followed, there was one case that was little revealed to the public. It was a story involving a man, a woman, a baby, and a janitor. And we at Downtown have worked hard to make sure that this case will never be allowed to happen again. It's called the case of Baby Ooh.
I hope you're both aware of the responsibilities you're going to take as new parents.
Doctor, we've been planning this step for the last 10 years. If we're not ready now, we'll never be. And besides, there isn't anything love can't overcome.
Well, the nurse is bringing up the baby any minute. Once he's in your hand, he's yours. Have you decided a name yet?
Well, Dr. Thunderby, I know it sounds strange, but we've decided to name the baby the first thing that comes to our minds after we see him. And Doctor, we're gonna love that baby to pieces.
Just tickles the strings of my heart to see you couples deciding to have children. What was the problem? Did you have a late start?
Well, Doctor, you see, Val has this little problem. Korea.
Oh, I see. Well, let's not wait any longer. Nurse Frank, can you please bring the child in right now? Thanks.
Doctor, there is one concern we do have. Suppose the natural mother does change her mind. Suppose she doesn't want to hand the child over.
Believe me, Miss Johnson, there are no fears. There is not a court in the country that will challenge this contract. So you're going to name the child as soon as you see him. Come in. It's open. This is the big moment.
Feeling labor pains.
Here's my little point guard.
He's gonna be a dancer.
Huh?
Ooh.
Ooh? That's a hell of a name for a baby.
Doctor, there's gotta be some kind of mistake. This kid doesn't look anything like me.
He doesn't look anything like anyone.
What?
We demand our money back.
What? You can't pull out of this contract now just because the baby doesn't look like you. This is absurd. Besides, what kind of name is Ooh?
I'll put a hold on the check. I'll put the house in your mother's name. I'll spread rumors about you hanging around the men's room at the mall.
What? Carl, are you sure? I'll call my mother.
I didn't want to tell you this, but the mother left early this morning. The only address she left was at Disneyland.
I'll have our lawyer contact your lawyer. Let's go.
But wait a minute! What's the world coming to? Nurse Frank, you can leave. I want to be alone. But doctor, does it have a name? Nurse, pull a file on the Johnson baby. A name? Yes, it has a name. A baby Ooh. Yes, I said baby Ooh. That's it. In all my years in the medical profession, this takes the cake. You want those trash cans empty now?
We're back, ladies and gentlemen. Bachelor Forensic Report to let you know when you stink. Okay, my first guest today is an actress, and I don't know too much about her, so I can't really introduce her. But let's have her tell us a little bit about herself. Let's have a big hand for Emma Palzere. Emma, come on out here.
Hi.
How you doing? Emma, who are you, and what do you do?
I'm an actress. Basically, just on the starting out side, things are starting to happen for me.
What's happened for you?
I just spent, well, first of all, I spent the past year, this May marks a year that I've been supporting myself only acting, which is
wow, great.
Seems like a big accomplishment. I spent since September through May at the Indiana Repertory Theater in Indianapolis, which is the only professional repertory house in Indiana. I had the position of an acting intern.
Now, Emma, it's not a very safe career. It's not a very secure career. Why acting? Why not Edna?
I don't want to be at Aetna.
Well,
I have to give it a shot.
When did
That's
you know
all I
you
can
wanted
say.
to be an actress?
I've always wanted to perform. When I was very small, being a ballet dancer was my big dream.
And when did it switch over to acting?
Somewhere in junior high, high school. I loved dancing. I still like dancing. But at the time, I was very heavy kid, and I realized that I wouldn't have a career. Yes, I was a fat kid.
So you were an actress. You're an actress now. You supported yourself, so that's a big thing emotionally, and as far as
I'm not living luxuriously, but
you're supporting
paying
yourself.
most of the bills by myself.
Your parents don't send you any money. Emma, come on.
At tax time, I needed some help.
So you were in Indiana the past year. Now what are you doing now?
Now I kind of don't have plans. I'm getting ready to go back to New York and catch up with people there.
So you've gone on cattle calls, is that what they're called? No, I had a friend out in Hollywood. I had one friend, and he said...
You only have one friend?
One friend, that's all. But if you've got one good friend...
Yeah, that's true.
He's gone now. But anyway, so he was out in Hollywood, and he said he auditioned for a Sylvester Stallone type character. And he said he walked into a room, and there were about 200 Rockies, 200 Italian stallion type people. Now, I would be so intimidated to walk in a room and see all these gorgeous Hollywood people. Now, how is it for you as far as how do you handle that?
Well,
I
I will confirm that happens. You read an ad in the paper that says female, brunette, 20 to 25, and you think you're the only person like you, and you walk in the door, you're number 307, and all the girls look just like you. They have the same haircut, they're wearing similar outfits, and it hits you in the face. I mean, it's like, oh my God, I'm cloned, you know? There's hundreds of people.
What do you say when you go into a part for that? I mean, do you say, you know, you possibly have a shot for it? You say, this is my part?
You go in and do your best. If, you know, you have to kind of approach it. You can't go in and say, oh, I'm never going to get this. They can see that.
Do you ever go in saying that this is definitely, you feel good this day?
Yeah, and it doesn't always turn out that you get it, but you leave, but the business isn't, it's not like you do your homework and you get an A. You go in and you do your best job. They might not be able to hire you for that. You might not be right for that. 2 months later, you might get a call from those people. Or a month later, they might say, this person left the cast, we need to replace. So you never know. So the best you can do is go out, do your best job, let them see your best side. Then they can make a real choice of whether or not you're the right type, or they'll keep you in mind.
So you're in New York now? Doing what? Supporting yourself?
I have a survival job. It's called a survival job, and I word process.
Is that a acting term, or?
It's kind of a buzzword, survival job, you know.
Yes, you are. So how are you surviving this job? What do you?
I word process. I'm a Wang Seki, they call it, Wang secretary.
Can we edit that out? What do you do as far as like? Do you have a support? Someone mentioned to me, told me that there are actually support groups, and that's why I'm not playing dumb, but there are support groups for actors and actresses. Now, is this like AA, or is this like, do you go in there and you know?
I belong to a group called Actors Information Project, which I think is just wonderful, and it's wonderful for me.
So
it doesn't work
AIP.
for everybody. AIP, that's right, that's what we call it. Or APE, if you want. You set up support groups throughout.
So this is so if you go in, you go for a part, you don't get the part, you can call somebody and say, I got robbed.
Yeah, my group, we meet weekly, and we all talk about, you know, how did your last week go? What do you plan to do this week? What do you want to accomplish?
Now, I found this interesting because I would think human nature, if one of you got a part, and you're sitting with 4 other people who haven't gotten a part in 2 years, there might be a little envy there. I mean, do you discuss this openly? Can you say, well, I hate your guts because you got a part and it's more for me?
It's more like you do it together.
You do support
you
each other.
change, and I have a very close friend who's also in the same group, and people mistake us for sisters. I mean, we're the same type, basically. Our personalities are different, but we have similar looks, and we're more helpful of each other. She's more apt to say, oh, I'm going to this audition. You're the right type for it. You should go too.
Really?
Of course, neither of us gets a job, so...
Well, at least you go out together. That's
yeah, you know.
What about disasters? Have you had any disasters in any of your parts that you've been in? I mean, I know...
Like what, forgetting lines?
Yeah, in college I did a play, I never sang for my father, and I had the part of the doctor who came in and said like 2 lines. And I kept going over those 2 lines. I mean, there were only 2 lines, and yet I couldn't remember them. They were so... And I went out and I felt them somehow, but I just kept talking and no one really noticed. Do you ever find do you have a prompter off camera? Is that what it's called? Or?
Yeah, a prompter. They don't really use prompters in live theater anymore.
So what do you do? If you forget, you're forgetting, you just move on? Or?
Yeah, somebody, you're out there working together and somebody's got to save you. You know, everybody's out there. If you're out on stage alone, then I don't know. I don't have a problem with lines, luckily.
You never did?
This is weird, right? Biggest disaster. I have nightmares. I guess I live those out in my actor nightmares.
Now, was there one point where you said in your career that you finally arrived as an actress, that you are indeed an actress? Was that first year supporting yourself? Was that enough for you to say that you are now not a data processor but an actress? Or?
I feel that now because I feel like I can honestly say I supported myself that way, and I'm at a point where I'm eligible to join the union, and that feels like that was a long time getting to that point and
so
getting there.
What's your goal now?
To make more money, to really start jobs of a higher caliber, more union jobs.
You're going to do a monologue for us, right? When we come back, so you're not going to go anywhere, right?
No.
Okay, stay with us. We'll be right back with Emma Palzere. Stay with us downtown with John Mason and Emma Palzere. Stay with us. Okay, we'll be right back. Stay with us.
In the little Italian village of Greenwich, Wednesday night meant only one thing. Tradition.
Because on Wednesday around supper time, Mama Capicola would call for her only unemployed son, Anthony. For many surrounding neighbors and relatives in the poor yet happy village, the sound of her voice had special meaning for each one of them.
Ah, Mrs. Capicola, it must be Wednesday. Do not, I'll give you Wednesday. It's time for you to fix the roof. It's Wednesday. Anthony, better get home right away. It's supper time. What's the matter for you? Put down that beer. You get a job. Anthony got a job before you. Anthony!
As sure as the cheese on her manicotti, Mama Capicola did have her critics. Above her lived Giovanni Prosciutto, a distant cousin 3 times removed. He'd lived there over some 20-odd years with his wife Sonia. Over the years, he worked hard at his small grape business called Grapes R Us. And he recently lost his partner, Vic, to the dreaded disease, cripplefoot. For him, Wednesday was just another day.
Mannaggia, Mr. Capicola, I wish you one day she would choke under word Anthony. Huh? What's the matter with her?
Giovanni, stop! Your blood pressure, stop!
My blood pressure. If I die, I don't have to listen to that witch.
Oh, that Anthony's a lucky boy to have a mama who loves him like that.
Never mind the little Anthony. I wish I had just one of his hits, little Anthony.
What do you mean? Listen to Mrs. Capicola. She could have been an opera singer.
Mannaggia, that lady, she drives me crazy. I'm gonna kill her.
Giovanni, come back! Did you hurt yourself? Come back!
Anthony Capicola was a sickly child at birth. For her entire life, Mama Capicola protected and nurtured young Anthony. Little did she realize that her overprotection was the reason for young Anthony's hitting slump.
Mama's boy, Anthony.
It was on a hot Wednesday summer evening, and Mama Capicola yelled for her last time. After yelling for more than 6 hours, she and Johnny Prosciutto ran off together and were never seen again. Although it's been rumored they opened a lemon ice stand at Soundview Beach, Young Anthony spent many years suppressing his feelings of sadness and anger. It was only through years of therapy that a young Anthony, the only unemployed son of Mama Capicola, was able to iron out all his problems. Well, maybe not all his problems.
You know, little Anthony, you've come a long way.
Yeah, Doc, I think it's really helping me. The therapy is great. I feel much, much better.
Let's play word association. What do you think of when I say Wednesday?
I don't know, Tuesday.
How about, what do you think of when I say spaghetti?
Guess meatballs, you know. Seems pretty, I don't know, what's the point?
That's interesting. What do you think of when I say Anthony?
Okay, we're back from Emma Palzere. Now you're going to do a monologue for us, right? If you know, just joined us, Emma's an actress, and she's going to do a monologue right now. Emma, you can do the monologue, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, can you tell us something about it?
It's from a play called Full Circle, which is by a German writer named Erich Remarque. It takes place in Germany during World War II, the day before Russia invades Germany and ends Hitler's reign.
Okay, great. It's a comedy, right?
He said it was my only chance. He came home one day and said there was a traitor in their group. They didn't know who it was, but someone was turning them in. 3 of them had already been picked up by the Gestapo. I said that we'd go away, but he said it was too late. He was being followed already. He said that I would be arrested too if I didn't report him. He told me what to say, that I had just found out about his activities and I felt it was my duty as a loyal German to report him. He even picked out the dress I should wear. We drank a glass of wine together, sat without saying anything for a while. Then he told me to go. They held me for 3 hours. When I came back, he was gone. I never saw him again. A few weeks later, they came and handed me a cigar box with some ashes in it. His ashes, they said. It's hard to recognize ashes. They gave me an extra ration card as a reward for my loyalty. They told me the party was proud of me. I hate him! His despicable heroics. Live, he said. Live and forget me. I love you, he said. And if you love me, you'll do what I ask. Well, I loved him enough to do it. But he didn't love me enough to take me with him. Forget me, he said, but that was the last thing he wanted. He was going to live on in my memory. That's what he wanted. Vanity, male vanity. So he left me here to receive his ashes in a cigar box and the congratulations of his murderers for a job well done. And he left me with something else. Something worse. The uncertainty. Do you think that I will ever be sure, completely sure, that they would have gotten him without my help? Thank you, John.
How do you, can you do that on the spur of the moment like that all the time? Or, I mean, is that...
You need to give yourself a preparation time.
How do you practice for something like that?
You work alone, you work with people. You I always start from what the script tells you. Mm-hmm. I'm an actor who really feels that you have to stick to the script. That's mm-hmm. what's given to you. Mm-hmm. So you have certain things about the character that are given to you in the script. And from there you start working You know, what does this person want? What are they after? What's the situation? Who are they talking to? What environment are they in?
So how does New York look for you as far as acting? Do you...
Good. I think it's where I want to be.
It is. And what part of New York are you in?
I live in the West Village. And
you have an agent?
I freelance with some commercial agents. I don't have a theatrical agent yet. But I haven't been in the union, so that's something that changes
Well,
how marketable you are.
I want to wish you the best of luck.
Thanks, John.
Thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Okay. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Downtown. Okay, we're back. I'd like to again thank you for being with us tonight, and I'd like to thank our guest, Emma Palzere, for being with us. And most of all, I'd like to thank my executive producer, John Hollis, for being...
I don't know, John, with the writer's strike and everything, it's all coming to a head here. It's the pressure. We can't let you write the monologues. We need help. I can't do it by myself, John. Damn it.